They have attracted the personal attention of Krishna. That is a privilege. And they were doing austerities on the guidance of Lord Shiva. And Krishna became so pleased, he personally came to bless them. Okay? We know this much. Now, therefore a question comes, what are the symptoms of spiritual advance? How do you know somebody is spiritually advanced? So let us just understand this, that yesterday we discussed how do I know I am with the right teacher. How do I? So today let us discuss how do I know I am advancing, because that's very important. Just like you have a good doctor and even after that your fever is not coming down. Either the doctor is wrong or you are not taking the treatment properly. Correct? You go back, sometimes you go back to the doctor and say, doctor, I have tested my fever, it is still 104 after so many days. Is there any mistake I am doing? Correct? The same way, we also, how do we know we are spiritually advancing? So the first thing, simple criteria is, there's a famous shloka, Bhagavatam, that is in the 11th canto. I think you would have heard that shloka. Bhakti pareshanubhava virakti annatya chaisha trika ek kalaha prapadya manasa yathashrataha syu tushti pushti shuddhavayo anukasha. He says bhakti, the devotion to the Lord, is a very beautiful thing. Paresha anubhava. It brings you in contact, so much so you can anubhava, you can feel the presence of the Lord. It's not that in Bhagavad Gita also Krishna says, Raj Vidya Raj Guhyam Pavitram Idam Uttavam Pratyaksha Anugamam Dharmam Susitam Kartumayo. Pratyaksha. It is perceptible. It is not that we are talking about Krishna consciousness and every minute those are practicing. We are struggling with the faith, Krishna is there, not there. We don't have that problem. Why? Bhakti Paresha Bhava. Even I don't see the sun, I can feel heat of the sun. I know Krishna is there. Fully, devotee is no doubt. So Bhakti Paresha Bhava, it gives you a transcendental experience of the Lord. Virakti Anyatyasva. At the same time, it gives you detachment of anything which is not related to the pleasure of serving Krishna. If something is disconnected with that, that's a proof that he has tasted bhakti. Now he is becoming disinterested in anything else. And Bhagavad Gita, again, Krishna says in the 6th chapter that Tasmin Tushte, if you have achieved Krishna consciousness, then you don't want anything else in the world. You're fully satisfied. You know this is the highest thing I could have achieved. Correct? That is the proof that actually we are tasting bhakti, that we are tasting the real pleasure of Krishna consciousness. Prabhupada used to say sometimes very simply, advancement means you feel so nice. And everything you do, you feel so nice. Today I am chanting more nice. That means you are advancing. So let us first understand the shloka. So Bhakti Pareshanubhava Virakti Anatyasya. That is understood. The next part is Trika Ekakala, the three things which will happen. For whom? Not for everybody. Prapatyamanasya, who has taken shelter of this process of Krishna consciousness. Anybody who has taken shelter of the process of Krishna consciousness, some three things will happen. Yata Ashnataha Shu. By these things, three things similarly happen during eating time. What happens? Tushtihi. What is the truth? Tushtihi translates as? He is satisfied, Whether tushti ho gaya. Correct? So there is satisfaction. And then pushtihi. He feels nourished. Suppose you have been so many days you have been starving, and then when you come to touch to food, first thing is tushti. And you feel so satisfied. And then next thing is pushti. You feel nourished. Now I'm feeling energy in my body. Correct? We have been starving and our body is paining, and you eat some food. So there is satisfaction. Then accompanying the satisfaction comes nourishment for the body, and one more thing accompanies. Hunger vanishes. So Prabhupada says, you don't have to go to somebody, please give me certificate, I am advancing in spiritual life. No need of certificate, sir. You can know by yourself. Tushti, pushti, pareshanubhava. You feel so happy, Krishna consciousness. Pushti, you feel so nourished by Krishna consciousness. And then your hunger goes away. Shuddha apaya. Apaya means destruction. Or what? Shuddha. Your hunger is destroyed. So similarly, in this world, you are so hungry for happiness and you are fully satisfied. Therefore, in the Bhagavatam again it is said, Savai pumsa paradharma yata bhakti yadokshate ahituki apratyata yayatma sukha saidati. You are fully satisfied. Completely satisfied. Most of the people, their conception of religion, is God is great. Prabhupada said that is fantastic, that is very nice, but it's only the beginning. That is called Shanta Rasa. It's only the beginning, God is great. Then go ahead, Adasya, go ahead to serve the Lord. If somebody is great, and if you realize that, the first symptom of your realization, you want to serve him. Correct? Anybody whom we see who is very great, we're very keen. Just like some jokers today, they think this film star is great or cricket star is great. These are the things which are the idols of people, or some people run to get some, autographs. They're very happy. They're very privileged, they feel. Because they feel he is great, whatever way, because they are jokers. Small animal feels big animal is great. Bhagavatam says, Swavidvara Ustara Kare Samsata Purusha Pashu Nayat Karna Padopedu Jatu Nama Kradagrajaha. That four kind of people are felt great by these four kind of people. Pigs, people who are like pigs, dogs, asses and camels. They worship similar big animals. They cannot hear the holy name of the Lord for 1 second. Jatu Nama Gadagrajaha, in their ear, Nayat Karna Patopetu, in their karna, the name of the Lord will not enter. They will only be like these four animals. Why these four animals? What is the characteristic? Swa, dog, he wants employment. He wants a master, otherwise he will die. Most of the people are like that only today. So much big degrees they have. And education means independence. You can manage yourself. That is the general system. But today education means dependence. You may have BTech, MTech, PhD degree. Then if you don't get a job, you have to starve to death. That's the reality today. Sometimes it is better to be uneducated. Because you with a degree, sometimes you don't get a job. And your ego is so much, you don't ready to do a normal work. A person is uneducated at least, he will not starve. He will take something, sell somewhere, do something, manage himself. If somebody is willing to work, he will not starve. But these fellows, so-called educated, they become unemployed and they starve to death. It's a joke. So Swa, that is the Swa category. People are all dogs today. Vidbaraha. Vidbaraha means pigs. They have no discrimination what to eat. Ustra. We can see that there are pigs, they eat anything today. No discrimination. Let me eat satvika. No, they'll eat meat, they will drink wine. Crazy people. And Ustra. Ustra means camel. Camel, the problem is that it drinks his own blood in the name of food. So people also do sinful activities, which is basically drinking one's own blood in the name of satisfying ourselves. Swavidvara Ustara Kharai ass. Ass means he will work 20 hours. He doesn't have time for spiritual life. Tell him chant Hare Krishna. He cannot find 10 minutes in his day. He can watch TV for 20 hours. But he cannot chant for 10 minutes. That's the problem of the people today. And that is ass. Ass means he works like a gadda all day. But he cannot organize his life in such a way that there is some time for spiritual life. He cannot. Whatever time they find, either they will play shuttle or they go to swim. Today, they find some time in the morning, they run on the field or play some sports, some silly sports. Or in the evenings, they do some another activity like some sports or swimming. If they find some time, that also goes for the body. In fact, Bhagavatam says even a terse comment. Nidya harite naktam, in the night, enjoy sex. And the daytime, get money somehow. And after getting money, what do you do? Kutumba bharane. I have to buy this for my house, I have to buy this for my house. Correct? Divya charte he rajan. Then Nidya hriyate naktam divayana chavavaya. I said this is what the life of typical materialist is. So this is not a symptom of spiritual advancement, to become more money or to have more amenities for sense gratification. That way you're not advancing your spiritual life. People see this is a symptom of God's blessing. No, this is not a symptom of God's blessing. Symptom of God's blessing comes when I know that something is developing in me, which is called as jnana and vairagya. Jnana means, what is happening? Jnana means I am developing attraction towards Krishna. Jnana doesn't mean some, academic jnana. And jnana doesn't mean some learning some shlokas. I know 10,000 shlokas. No. Jnana means realization. Realization means first, you are getting more and more attracted towards Krishna. And vairagya means virakti anyatarsya. Bhakti pareshanubhava, more and more he is able to feel the greatness of God. And then at the same time he is feeling detachment from anything else. Anyatra. He just wants Krishna now. That means he is developing his spiritual advancement. The jnana vairagya is a symptom of spiritual advancement. And in the scriptures, 9 stages are given by Rupa Goswami, the great Acharya. He says the first symptom is called Shraddha. We say, yes, let us go. There is a Gita class there. Shraddha, it is very nice. Then Sadhu Sangha, we come and associate with the devotees. And then Bhajana Kriya. Then we also become more serious and we take sincerely to some activity for the pleasure of Krishna. Beginning with Shravana. And then Anartha Nivritti, when you do that, what happens? All our misgivings about Krishna are removed. Then Nishtha, as our misgivings are removed, we develop more firm faith in Krishna, our heart is more purified. We are feeling very sattvic. We know the process is working in me. The faith increases. Then this is the stage of sadhana bhakti. Now we start entering ragavanaga bhakti. Now ruchi starts. So much attraction. Now there is no sadhana. In the sense that now sadhana is slowly entering into Raganuga. Raganuga stage, what happens? Is naturally doing devotion service. Sadhana stage is doing in a forced way. He is doing because it is good, but he has no taste. So most of the people, what happens to them, their faith is so weak, they are not ready to go to Nishtha by stage. They want to immediately jump to Nishtha. Why I am not getting faith? It comes in so many stages. First your initial faith is in there. Some people say, I don't believe. You don't believe, but belief will come in stages. No? How can you believe somebody suddenly or not believe something suddenly? Shraddha. First you have to practically invest a practical faith, not blind faith. All the acharyas are saying, Shastra is saying it will be correct. So many people are practicing. Let me also try. That is Shraddha. Then you go to Sadhu Sangha, you sit with the sadhus who are attached to the Lord, you say, okay, let me see what they are doing. Then Bhajana Kriya, you see they are doing bhajana for the Krishna. I say, you are, that's very nice. And then, next stage, Anartha Nivritti, all my misgivings, when I practice, not simply sitting and most of the people, they try to analyze without practicing. How it is possible? Without entering in college and studying there, how can you know college is good or bad? When you go there, then you know what it is. Otherwise, big advertisement they will give. When you go inside, you know what's the reality. Are they teach or not? What they teach is understandable or not? Am I learning my subject or not? How will you know without going inside? Simply from outside you want to analyze. There is a limit. Definitely we should not be blind, but we should choose. But then you have to follow. And then what is the following? When you do follow the process of Krishna consciousness, what is that? Bhajana Kriya. You take up activities of pleasure of Krishna. What happens when you take activities of pleasure of Krishna? Anartha Nivritti. Your heart feels very bad. So then Nishtha comes. Yes, complete. It's not 100% because basically every stage is advanced in the faith, but to a certain degree. Now faith is there. He is called Madhyama, middle level. Uttama means full faith. Madhyama means middle faith. Kanishta means Komal Shraddha, little faith. So at a Madhyama Adhikari level, the faith is entered strong, and now as he practices Krishna consciousness, slowly entering Raga. It's not like 0 and 1, it's a shades of grey. Yeah? He feels ruchi. It's so much pleasurable to chant Hare Krishna. You cannot make him stop. He starts means he keeps chanting all day. That is ruchi. Asakti, he feels affection for the Lord. He feels Krishna. He can feel now the greatness of Krishna. Affection. He feels great affection. Shraddha, Sadhu Sangha, Bhajana Kriya, Anartha Nivritti, Ruchi, Asakti, Bhava Prema. These are Bhava Prema, is now practically entering now. You have practically entered the Raganuga. Bhava Prema. Bhava is preliminary love for God, is manifest in the heart now. And Prema, full love of God is manifest. So how much seriously we should chant Hare Krishna? Because it can take us to Prema. It is so powerful. And Haridas Thakur attended an assembly and those people were discussing how holy name is so glorious. Correct? Hiranya Govardhan Majumdar invited so many people and they invited Haridas Thakur. So Haridas Thakur, when he came, he used to chant 192 rounds every day. He was famous for that. Whole day he used to chant. So the whole town, people said, all people said, let us discuss about holy name now because Namacharya has come. Because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu designated him as Namacharya. So everybody said, let us discuss. So somebody said, holy name is so great just by chanting it. All your papas will vanish. So somebody said, this will happen. You'll feel so happy. So this. Everybody was speaking all those things. Haridas Thakur was listening. He was not impressed at all. So they said, what you have to say? You tell us. He said, whatever symptoms you are telling here, sir, they are just by the shadow of the holy name. Not the Shuddha Nama. Shuddha Nama will give you love of Krishna. Correct? You will become mad after Krishna. What is this Papa being destroyed and all? Most of the people, if I chant, I will become rich, you will become so comfortable in this world. They think, that only. They think what I am going to get back. And they see process is working based on that. I am feeling peaceful or not. I am feeling now, I am getting good marks nowadays. Holy name is very nice. Thank you, holy name. Correct? Some people calculate like that only. There are some people I have seen still words. I got job, thank you Krishna. This is not the blessing of the holy name. Holy name, the blessing is. Some people have, they got job, thank you Krishna, you are so kind, I got a job finally. And this is not the blessing of the holy name. These are all side effects. The real blessing of the holy name is what? You get love of Krishna. Where all the joker sadhus will tell, in the net you see so many cheaters are there. They think if you follow them, you will levitate in the air. There is one joker who says transcendental meditation. Prabhupada said, what is transcendental about your meditation, sir? Please tell me. He challenges him in a lecture. What is so transcendental? Nothing transcendental. Paresha Bhava. This is transcendental. Correct? Paresha. Para means which you cannot perceive. You perceive the presence of the Lord. Anubhava. You can feel shelter of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That is Paresha. What is that Paresha? By simply, drilling the nose, pressing nose here, there. What, you are getting transcendental meditation, And simply they sit on cushions. Anybody can practice that. It is not very difficult. And they jump on you have seen that? And the people will be watching, And they will do slow motion. Because otherwise anybody can see. It's just, you just practice. I can also do it. And if you want, I can do it. It's not. And people don't know, this is not a symptom of spiritual advancement. Spiritual advancement, these are the symptoms. Shraddha, Sadhu Sangha, Bhajana Kriya, Anartha, Vritti, still including the teacher, all addicted to all the four vices. There was one so-called joker, in fact, Prabhupada disciples met him and they asked, why did you smoke? He said, not at your stage, my stage you can smoke. So they cheat innocent followers like that. If you are intelligent, he's cheating. But if you are not intelligent, just like you go to Kumbh Mela, now it will start in few days' time. Correct? The final huge Kumbh Mela. I have gone there, last Kumbh Mela I was there. So many sadhus come there and they smoke ganja there. So unfortunate it is. And cheated. And they think this is spiritual advancement. And there are so many people. Even these ministers, politicians go fall at their feet. And this is the reality. They have no discrimination to see this is not a symptom of spiritual advancement. He is in a tamasic platform. Just like Prabhupada said, you want to know you are advancing. First thing you see how many hours you sleep. First thing, because that is tamoguna. Forget about sattva Krishna consciousness. At least let us be in sattva. Correct? You see how many hours you sleep. So these people are taking ganja and they are thinking they are spiritual. Even the person sleeping over is not so bad. This is horrible. Drugs he is taking. And unfortunately, it's because this is the biggest spiritual event on earth. Number one. Number two, India is considered land of spiritualism. Thousands of foreigners, they come during Kumbh Mela. And I have personally seen in the camp, they give them drugs. And they are anyway taking drugs. They think, this is wonderful spiritual life. Wonderful spiritual life, and they take drugs, and they having expanded consciousness, and all cheating goes on. So this is not the process of Krishna consciousness. Process of Krishna consciousness, the advanced is different. Some more I was collecting the symptoms of spiritual advancement. But Prabhupada says are the symptoms so that we don't miss. Number one, Prabhupada says we should never try to imitate an advanced devotee. In Bhagavatam, the symptoms are given. Even Nectar of Devotion, one book compilation of Rupa Goswami. The Goswamis, what they did, they took all the Vedic literatures and collected from them and made authoritative books. They wrote lakhs of shlokas. And one of the books written by one of the prominent chief Goswami was Rupa Goswami. And we are called Rupanugas. And he wrote in the book called Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, proper translation in English as Nectar of Devotion. They give symptoms of all the advanced stages of attachment, bhava, prema. It's written, correct? That book is difficult to read because we are a neophyte and it talks about very advanced symptoms. At least person should read. But sometimes some people try to imitate those symptoms. We should not do that. It's very easy. Mind is so powerful it will cheat that person also. And he also feels, tears are coming from my eyes. Now I've advanced. Now up to ho gaya, I've advanced. But actually, just like in a film actor, how much easily he cries, what's the big deal in it? You have seen film actors, they cry. At anything they can cry. They don't need onion every time. They can cry. They're trained. They can immediately become very sentimental and speak in a way that whole audience will cry. Yes, that's a training. That's an actor. The same way, you should not become actor in spiritual life. Now tears are coming from that. That is possible. people feel, so nice. There was one person who used to take drugs, and it's like Jai Radha Madhav, and tears will come on his eyes. And his followers will rotate with the CDs. Look, our Guru is so great. Tears come from his eyes when he sings. You heard Jai Radha Madhav in that place. Appa, he cannot sing only. But later found out he was taking drugs. So that we should not imitate artificially or whichever way, by drugs or by jacking up your mind, this symptom. Naturally they will manifest. Okay, devotee is not actually anyway interested in personal prestige. He is interested in Krishna's pleasure. So we should be conscious. Number 2, Prabhupada says he becomes very equipoised. Even the greatest of disturbance is, now more and more we can tolerate difficulties in this world. Even in the midst of difficulties, he can continue. Just like Srila Prabhupada gave that wonderful example. Krishna arranges. Like Prahlad Maharaj, how much difficulty he went through, but is still peaceful, always thinking about Krishna. So Krishna arranges, he puts his devotees into so much difficulties, but he shows still they had firm faith in him. Correct? Prabhupada had to undergo so much difficulties to execute the order of his spiritual master, but he was still unwavering from that. 40 years he has tried to establish Krishna conscious movement without any result. For 40 years. 1 or 2 years he will run away. 40 years. Correct? That's a great way. That shows his determination. That also shows very easily how great that man is. Correct? Krishna arranges. There was no need. Krishna again 1 minute could have made him the world Acharya. No. Arranges. Watch now. This is my devotee. Watch. Prahlad Maharaj also, there is so much attempt to kill him. Watch. Prabhupada says example of Pandavas also, they underwent so much torture over their life. Duryodhana and the company were able to torture them whole lives, send them for a vanavas, try to do so many things, try to kill them, torture all the time. It happened. So the question may be, why did it happen? Krishna wanted to show, look, these are my devotees. Look. But then Krishna doesn't do for ordinary person like us. And Krishna does it for, because great devotees come to this world, Krishna sometimes want to show their great qualities. Because we are so neophyte, we cannot appreciate the great qualities of devotees. So sometimes these are useful. And great devotee, Prabhupada says, he also being fully surrendered to the Lord, comes out successful, gloriously successful in all this testing situation that Krishna gives us. Correct? Sometimes the life testing situation are there. But if we keep full faith in Krishna and we execute Krishna consciousness, equipoised way, we win the heart of Krishna. Krishna is very happy. Krishna is very pleased. Good. Now another symptom of spiritual advance that Prabhupada says, devotee voluntarily more and more wants to serve Krishna. Here we have kashta we have to do. He becomes more and more eager if I can serve Krishna. That tendency that is there. The first day we went to temple, what happened? Some service is there. Correct? We ask, that should not never go away. So voluntary, eager to serve Krishna. Very good. Then another point, no envy. That is not possible. Prabhupada says you can know you are in material consciousness, spiritual consciousness by just one test. Are you envious or you are not envious? If you are envious, you become material consciousness. Sometimes society of devotees also, because we are in a small temple when hundreds of devotees and I have lived in that, you have to really be careful. Mind goes crazy. If some service comes to some devotee, it doesn't come to you. Why, I was not called by the president, mind becomes envious. So you have to be very careful because this is there. Why? In the material world there is a rat race always. There is a rat race for everything. Suppose there is one post in something, there will be one Prime Minister of India, there is a rat race. Like in Karnataka, there is a rat race for Chief Minister every day. This year 3 times Chief Minister has changed. Everybody is thinking. The present Chief Minister, they went to him. His name was there in the round that he may become the Chief Minister. Who became the latest Chief Minister. So they asked him, press people, I heard your name is doing rounds, so would you be becoming the Chief Minister? You know what he answered? Would you not want to become Chief Minister? He's asking the journalist. Everybody wants to know. That's the material world. Rat race. Everybody wants. Can I get the big post or big money? So when you come to spiritual life, because whole life you are trained like that rat race doesn't go away. Here also we think, if I can be in the privileged position, so that should not be there, envy should not be there. That means you have forgotten Krishna. Does not matter. My focus of attention is Krishna, not me. Correct? Just like Krishna told Arjuna, if you think you are going back from the battlefield, and if you think that these people are going back home because of that, that is not happening. They are not going home. It's decided. It is decided. They are not going back home. They are dead. Correct? Krishna had decided. They had tried to hurt his great devotee called Draupadi. They had done so much harm to the Pandavas. Krishna can tolerate any insult to himself. He does not tolerate if you give any inconvenience to his devotees. Correct? The devotees are very dear to the Lord. So they had played with fire, the Kauravas. So Arjuna was begging, because he is a Vaishnava. Krishna, we can forgive them, leave this war. He knows Krishna is there, nobody is going to survive. He knew. So Krishna, we can forgive them. Chalo, let them enjoy the kingdom. I will live by beggary, that's enough. Doesn't mean. But Krishna said, no, kill them. So he understood, Krishna wants. And Krishna showed in the Vishwarupa, all are dead. So basically Krishna showed him, you fight or not fight, they are going to die. So similarly, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has ordered, Prithvi che yatva che nagaradi gram, every town and village of earth, people should chant the name of Krishna. That's the order of Lord Chaitanya. You go, and he said this is going to happen also. And left to you. You want to participate, but if somebody else does it, we should be so happy, not envious. And Prabhupada many times pointed that out, because when Prabhupada, by Krishna's grace, did a miracle actually. Prabhupada writes to his spiritual master also in a poem, miracle done, divine grace. The same way we can also feel Prabhupada what he has done is a miracle. But at the same time, sometimes some of Prabhupada's God brothers could not appreciate that. So Prabhupada said that is envy. If people feel so happy. So similarly, any devotee that accomplishes anything for the pleasure of Krishna, which is so pleasing to Krishna, we should be very happy about it. I not done it, doesn't matter. It has happened. I wanted that to happen. Correct? Just like a mother is there. Now mother, somebody gives a nice sweet to the child. Mother is happy. And I didn't give, doesn't matter. The child got the sweet. No. Focus is child. Is very happy. In fact, rather if you want to please somebody, Italy is so expensive. Prabhupada gives a very nice trip. He said you want to please some person, very expensive. You have to give him a car, you have to give him a bungalow. But what do you do? To his child you give something very small, one toffee. And child is happy, person is very happy because he made his child happy. The same way, it may be very difficult to please Krishna, but it's very easy to please Krishna's devotees. Particularly the great acharyas, not very difficult, and then everything is fantastic. So a devotee is not disturbed by the severe disturbances, and in Kali Yuga particularly, we should be very discriminating, because it is said, Manda Sumanda Matayo, people are dull-headed, and Sumanda Matayo, even though they may be interested in Krishna consciousness, they are so dull intelligent. Their so intelligence is lost, they always take the wrong path. Sumanda Matayo. And they are very unfortunate because of that, because in Kali Yuga, just by chanting holy name of the Lord, they can go back to Krishna. But Andabhagya, they are so unfortunate, they don't take up this process. And therefore, Padita, they are always disturbed. So in this condition of Kali Yuga, Krishna has been very kind. Iyahaita Sarvasiddhi Tumara, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, just by chanting the Hare Krishna mantra, what is going to happen? Your life will become successful. So we should take this opportunity and make our life successful. Srila Prabhupada ki